National Assembly Speaker Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula has agreed for a debate on the Phala Phala matter to be scheduled for next week. The motion, put forward by the Democratic Alliance, will not only look at the president's role, but also how members of his cabinet and state institutions may have been involved in an alleged cover-up after the theft of a large sum of foreign currency from his farm.
The Speaker's decision was prefaced by discussions between parties about the scheduling of this motion. The DA had originally scheduled another motion for discussion, but then it changed the topic to rather discuss the Phala Phala matter on Friday. The party says this change was done timeously and within the rules of the National Assembly.
And so, Speaker, for us, this is really rather simple. We had a motion on the order paper and we had submitted our motion. And as it is within our rights, we pulled the motion and said we want to replace the motion with a debate on the Phala Phala matter on Friday. And so the discussion in the Chief Whip's Forum was a consultative one, as you know. And I even said to the parties that, look, it is our apologies that we couldn't submit this earlier, but we're still within the rules.
Nqakula says the outcome of this debate will lead to the question, should an ad hoc committee be established to not only look at President Ramaphosa's role, but also at ministers and state institutions involved. The ANC accuses the DA of trying to preempt the process, which is currently underway.
We know that there is this process that is underway. The matter that you discussed earlier of the panel will be assessing whether or not there is a prima facie evidence for an ad hoc committee to be established.
Political parties corrected Nqakula, saying the Section 89 process, depending on the decision of the panel of experts, would not possibly lead to the establishment of an ad hoc committee, but rather to an impeachment inquiry. NA Speaker Nosiviwe Mapisa-Nqakula agreed for the motion to be scheduled.
I will now direct the Honourable Whip of the Programming Committee to find a slot next week to allow, or any other time, today's Thursday, it's too late for this week, next week to find another session where you can allow the DA to then discuss the matter.
But Mapisa-Nqakula says next week's discussion should not venture into issues that are subject to the preliminary inquiry.
I had my fears initially, and that is that the motion should not address the issues which are yet to be thrashed out by the panel. And from what I've just seen, it actually talks to a different matter altogether.
Nqakula says the Section 89 process does not mean Parliament should not investigate other aspects of the saga and other implicated persons. Abra Babia, SABC News, Parliament.